feel like you don't get that morning burst of energy when you wake up? Do you feel as if you wake up even more tired than when you went to bed? Well, you're not crazy. It's all because you're stressed. If you have a lot of stress during the day, your cortisol levels or your stress hormones will stay elevated at night, causing you to not get into a deep enough sleep. This causes your levels to remain low when you wake up in the morning, causing you to not get that burst of energy. What's supposed to happen is this. You wake up in the morning feeling energized due to a spike in your cortisol levels. Throughout the day, your cortisol levels will lower slowly, and by bedtime, your levels should be low enough, causing you to be tired and ready for bed. When you sleep, your levels become elevated, causing you to fall into a deep sleep until the morning. Emma Adam explains this in her interview given by Raphael Heller. He then explains this in his Stress Gets Under Your Skin article. As teens, we need to take action in dealing with our high stress levels, or in the future, it will cost us our mental health, physical health, sleep patterns, learning, and so much more. Maybe you're all thinking, my stress drives me to do better, or I'm doing fine now with my stress levels, I'm not worried. Well, the truth is, maybe you're doing fine now, but here are some effects that could happen in the long run that may change your mind. Michelle Howard and Frederick Medway state, stressors can potentially lead to serious disorders such as substance abuse, affective disorders, violence, eating disorders, sexual acting out, and a variety of other psychiatric conditions. They stated this in their article titled Adolescence Attachment and Coping with Stress. Denise LaRue and Judith Herman give just a few examples of the effects of stress in their article titled Adolescent Stress Through the Eyes of High-Risk Teens. Here are a few they list. Slower physiological development, cognitive differences, immaturity, and slower recovery from negative events. In William Gerber's Stress in Modern Life article, he explains that severe stress over a long period of time can lead to psychological disturbances like self-pity or apathy. Apathy can also lead to explosive action like anger problems or even to suicide. So, now that I've scared you all into dealing with your stress, here's another reason why you should be stress-free. It's easy and fun. In the survey you all took from me, some of you thought that the idea of coping with your stress stressed you out. Some of you even said that it would be too much work or too hard to do. Here is some evidence that supports that easing your stress can be simple, quick, and stress-free. Heller writes about how heavy social media use is associated with high stress levels and anxiety. It says that social media gives teens a feeling of isolation and rejection because it replaces face-to-face interaction. So already, one way to reduce your stress is to simply reduce social media use. But that's just one way. Here's a few more. I'm sure all of you love to just sit and relax, maybe watch a movie and eat some food. Well, I have really good news for you. William Thomas states in his stress management article, the work of psychiatrists later was supplemented by both scientific and popular prescriptions for cultivating peace of mind and relaxation as a cure for stress. Doesn't that sound easy enough? Just relaxing? Thomas also explains that the key to effectively controlling your stress is just changing the pace of your life. Minimize your mental fatigue, take some time off, scale down your goals, more easy things like that. I'm sure that all sounds easy enough. Stressing about that one class or sport is not worth your mental health. Now that you know that coping with your stress is an easy and stress-free thing to do, there are actually many ways to melt all of your stress away. Howard and Medway explains this, that there are two main ways that people cope with their stress. There's positive coping and there's negative coping. Positive coping includes communication and active problem solving. And negative coping includes blaming others and anger issues with others. Obviously, it's important to cope in a positive way. I'm going to tell you about many different ways that you can positively release all of your tension and stress, leaving you feeling as relaxed as ever. Many articles give plenty of different coping mechanisms. Gerber explains that one of the best ways to relieve your stress is to get physically tired. The best way is just to relieve all your nervous tension. Go outside and exercise, play a game of tennis, go for a run, anything that will make you feel physically tired. Thomas states in his article, in recent years, self-hypnosis has been used successfully in treating stress cases. Now I know I touched base on this in my informative speech, but I'll refresh your minds on the relaxation response, a technique brought about by Herbert Benson in Thomas's article. The relaxation response is an easy 7-step process and is similar to meditation. First, you want to sit quietly in as comfortable position as you can, and close your eyes and relax all of your muscles, starting with your feet. Then, you want to breathe through your nose and count each breath slowly. Allow relaxation to occur at its own pace. Continue this for 10 to 20 minutes or until you feel at your most relaxed. Ellen Spiegel wrote an article titled, Managing Stress for At-Risk Students. This article is about an alternative middle school in Lowell, Massachusetts. They call it the bridge approach. Each student in this school is highly stressed. These students all face behavioral issues leading to truancy, suspensions, low attendance rates, family issues at home, and so much more. After attending this middle school, the students reduced their suspension rates, increased attendance, and improved academic growth. This school focused on 3 main points. 1, create a calm environment for the students. 2, ensure that the students feel physically and emotionally safe. And 3, give students a way to communicate their feelings. I'm sure most of you are wondering why I'm telling you about this middle school, and that is because you too can use these 3 main points to reduce your stress. Now that you know the harmful effects of stress in the long run, you know it's easy and fun, and you also know that there are many ways of reducing your stress. So what's stopping you? As you can see, stress can affect us in many ways in the future, so why not relieve your stress now and live a long, happy life? As teens, it is important that we take action in dealing with our high stress. If we don't, in the future it will cost us our mental health, physical health, sleep patterns, and more. I know you're all stressed right now, so just take a deep breath and use my tips on how to relieve your stress. Try the 3 main points I listed. Exercise, relax, meditate, and try to just take a step back. Learn to control your stress, and learn to live a long, happy, and stress-free life. Thank you all for listening.